far are we gonna take this, Star?
The question is not how far. The question is, do you possess the Constitution, the depth of faith to go as far as is needed?
AAC. They told me humble beginnings, my mission not to be known. I feel as powerful as Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. Smoking on some sours, your girl hitting my phone. But I'm too busy getting money, need a new whip and a home. Still selling zones, a product of my environment. Question why I struggle, my answer, I'm not Iverson. If it was up to me, I would never commit a crime again. Fortunately, reality won't allow me to hide a thing. Social media makes it easier for you to not be you. The numbers don't match at the end, boy. No copy cool. I wish I could live past my prime like I'm Raja Gul. I would make the whole world mine if it was possible. Lyrically, I feel like Jordan in 9-6. The best to ever do it, never needed a conscience. It seems like my music addicted to violence. Every bar that I spit gets seen through conflict. Free M. Co. blast this shit on the island. NinjaNation. Went to the school in Shaolin. AC. Money never let the grind end. Life taught me trust unless more than 5 friends. Ain't it funny? Some killers are backstabbers. Only class in school I learned was mathematics. I feel like I'm not from this world like Atlantis. I feel like I'm the only one that feels that rap matters. I'm dedicated, well medicated off haze, and I'm motivated to get out of my selfish ways. And they hating on me, and it doesn't matter to me, cause I'm getting money. Nothing's free, we getting paid while I'm on vacation. Getting head under some shade. Gucci frames, has blue eyes and long braids. She's into fame, do it for the gram, girl, do your thing. Think Lil Wayne, this shit fire off of the brain. I'm a psycho and I write, yo, don't get hyped though. This knife go through you in pipe slow. I'm Michael Myers, I'm higher than the Eiffel Tower. This hour is such an eyeful, and it's survival, and you don't wanna go to war. I go berserk, big blade through his vocal cords. Best rapper, best album, I'ma win both awards. Funny thing about rich people, all of them broke the law. Free M. Co. blast this shit on the island. NinjaNation. Went to the school in Shaolin. AC. Money never let the grind end. Life taught me trust unless more than 5 friends. Ain't it funny? Some killers are backstabbers. Only class in school I learned was mathematics. I feel like I'm not from this world like Atlantis. I feel like I'm the only one that feels that rap matters.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? Your favorite ninja is back up in the building. The hype is real. We love you too, Blundell. Thank you for all the years and all the years of this zombie storyline. It is only right that we go back knowing what we know now and have some fun with this. I told you guys I was going to do this. This is going to be the first of the series. Faye, what's going on? Shout out, first and foremost, shout out to everybody in the building. We got a lot of people in the building. I want to make sure. What up, Faye? What up, Fox? King Ninja Unknown? Annie? What up, Lala? What up, Hack? What up, Ninja? Joshua? Killer Chaos in the building. Mike Gervais? Codeezy? Ninja Master? Bungie? What's going on? It's that dude. What's going on? Rocco? Jesse? What's going on? Zara? Good to see you. Zombie Chief? What's up? I'm going to go all the way up. What up, what up, what up, what up? Cody Vaughn, what up? Blame Rob, Timothy Ninja Winslow, Hakeem, what's up, what's up? Vaughn Craig, welcome, welcome. GK Swarm, welcome. Hector, what's going on, Ninja? I caught you. Infinite Gamer, what's going on? J-Ho, Logic Bombs, welcome everybody. Good to see you guys in the building. Listen, I'm going back now. I took some notes. first and foremost, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give a huge shout out to Milo, Mr. Raffle Waffles, because I don't know how this man does it. This felt like I just did homework to prepare for the stream. I feel like I'm a teacher making up a history lesson and making sure I'm not fumbling it all over. So that's what it is. I think we got it down. All right, we're going to go through the story. We're going to talk about the story from the beginning. All right, and then we're going to play KNACHT, which is the first map that we got. So I want you guys to understand how we got to KNACHT. Well, we got a new sponsor. Thank you, Faye. Faye coming back into the sponsor. Thank you so much. My bank sucks. It's all good, Faye. It's all good. Thank you for re-sponsoring. I appreciate you so much. Milo hype, right? Yo, Milo is like a history teacher, okay, on zombies, all right? So I went in, I got all the Call of Duty timeline. It's time to start this up. Richtofen, okay? So we're gonna go in, we're gonna talk this story, all right? I'm not gonna be too much in depth with like off course things and how things are related. I just want you guys to pay attention to the story. We're gonna go through from day one when this all began, and then once we get up to KNACHT, we're gonna go into KNACHT. We're gonna do all the Easter eggs in KNACHT, and then we're just gonna go for some high rounds, have some fun. All right, but I want you guys to understand how we got to KNACHT, and that's what this episode is gonna be about. And then next episode, we're gonna go from KNACHT to Verrückt, and then understand how and what took place in between there, so that we can just understand it all. By the time Black Ops 4 comes around, all this information is going to be very important, and I feel like starting with KNACHT on Black Ops 3 is the best thing to do because we get these quotes from Monty. So here we go. Shout out to everybody in the building. I see the excitement and the hype right now. What's up, Jacob? Shout out to Cody in the building. This is great. All right, this is great. This is like a big history lesson for us all, and this reintroduces us to how we got here, and just the millions and millions of hours of fun it took to get here. So much love. Queen Techno in the building too. I'm gonna get it started. We're gonna start off. All right, this is the Portal timeline. It's from Zombies Treyarch. We're not talking about anything else but Treyarch, okay? This is just Treyarch Zombies. This is how it all began, okay? So, this is a timeline of events in Treyarch Zombies. It features events from Call of Duty series from 5 AD until an unknown date from the Zombies mode in the games Call of Duty World at War, Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now take into consideration that the events of some but not all maps have dates. They do not go in chronological order due to time travel and teleportation. Okay? So because we have those three timelines, some of this may be a little confusing. I'm going to try and keep you guys up with it as much as possible. But this is going to start from the beginning. And this is Jason Blundell and Von D's freaking baby. Okay? This was where it all started. So, without further ado, let's begin from day one. This is literally in the beginning, the original timeline. Okay? In the beginning, there was only the Ether and the Keepers. Among them were two beings who would later be known by many names. One would be known as Dr. Monty and the other as the Shadow Man. We know these two as opposing forces. Let's call them yin and yang. Okay? Who's good, who's bad, we don't know. Knowing the planet as a gateway to Agartha. This is September 3rd, 5 AD. This is the beginning. Knowing the planet as a gateway to Agartha, the Apothecans send meteors of element 115 to Earth. They believe humanity will one day use element 115 to wage war amongst themselves, opening a rift that will allow the Apothecans to escape the dark ether. Okay? So this was all premeditated. They sent it here for a purpose of us destroying each other. Okay? Lurker, what's going on? I'm going to pop in the chat from time to time, say what's up to everybody and stuff, but I want you guys to pay attention. I really do want you guys to learn the zombie storyline. So if I miss some of your chats, forgive me. There will be a time when I'm going to like stop and take some questions and do all that. But let's keep going. Let me bring this back. All right, now we're going into the 1200s. So we went from September 3rd, 5 AD into the 1200s. This is January 15th, 1292. The Great War between humanity and the Apothecans begins. I want you guys to pay attention to this. Because of Black Ops 4, it looks like Revelations, we're going back into this period, the 1200s, okay? So this stuff is very important if you want to understand whatever's going on in Black Ops 4. This is why I felt this series was very important, okay? So the Great War between humanity and the Apothecans begins in 1292. On April 14th, 1294, Sir Pablo Marinus is saved from the clutches of Amargua by 4 unknown heroes. They would later become known as Primus. We know Primus, that's Takiao, Richtofen, Nikolai, and Dempsey. Okay? And that's Pablo Marinus. Remember these names, okay? December 31st, 1299, together with the Keepers, Primus defeats the Apothecans, bringing the Great War to an end. So that's it. Primus defeats them. Now this is 1300s. January 1st, 1300. Before they seemingly disappear from history, end of Revelations, Primus instructs the Wolf King to begin building Der Eisendrache. So from 1300, January 1st, they said, build Der Eisendrache. Okay? So they told him for the future. They told the Wolf King, who fought in the Great War with them, build Der Eisendrache. Now, September 19th, 1318. That's 18 years later. Honoring the Wolf King's dying request, his loyal servant Arthur scatters and buries his bones in the grounds of Der Eisendrache, accompanied by the king's wolf. That's the wolf bow. Okay, I'm just trying to keep you guys up to date with everything and show you guys how all this stuff relates. Okay, so we're going to go in. Now, September 20th, 1318. Temporal rifts teleport Arthur to Resolution 1295 in 2025 Angola. So that is buried. That's how Arthur gets to buried. Now we skip from 1300s to the 1900s. June 30th, 1908, a meteor containing element 115 crashes near the stony Tunguska River. Okay, boom. Now we're in the 1920s. August 30th, 1925. This is the first time we hear of Richtofen. Dr. Edward Richtofen joins the Illuminati. Now make this I feel is very important because in the new zombies we know that those symbols all represent Illuminati from the trailer and stuff like that we saw. So this is my only way of seeing how somehow this is connected with Richtofen. Somehow, some way the new storyline could come into play. We got medieval times and this stuff. So now we're going to go into the 1930s, but we have to veer off into another timeline for a second. So February 4th, 1931, large deposits of element 115 are discovered near Breslau, Germany, and Dr. Ludwig Maxis, a German scientist, is sent to investigate. We know who Maxis is. Now, I want to make sure all you guys are keeping up so far. Everybody, so now we have Richtofen in the picture and Maxis in the picture. This is their first things. But I want you guys to understand why I did Mob of the Dead yesterday. And this comes into play right now. Okay, so in the storyline, That's it. It goes from the 30s, and then it starts jumping, but nothing really. We have to talk about Mob of the Dead right now. So we go over, and we know that Maxis is sent to investigate. That's all we know. Richtofen's in the Illuminati. Maxis is sent to investigate Element 115. Okay? So, that's it. Now we go over, this is Mob of the Dead. Now you need to understand this in order to know what Blood of the Dead is going to come to. In the 1930s, the Prohibition-era America, mob boss Salvatore DeLuca built a large empire from gambling, prostitution, and the distribution of alcohol. However, he was eventually arrested by the police along with fellow mobsters Billy Handsome, Michael Finn O'Leary, and Albert the Weasel Arlington. Imprisoned on Alcatraz Island, they were there to serve hefty sentences for their crime. Arlington, however, devised a plan to escape the island on a makeshift aircraft of his own design. He convinced Sal, Billy, and Finn to participate.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
That's Killer, thank you for the dono. Thank you for the dono. Okay. Much love for the dono. We're going to keep it going. I want you guys to understand why we did Mob yesterday. Killer, thank you for the hype up in chat. I hope you guys are all enjoying this. This is for the live stream now and for a video later. I want you guys to really get in depth with this story with us. And as we go into Black Ops 4, truly understand what everything is. So you're not under a rock and you don't know. All right. So Arlington, however, devised a plan to escape the island. We know this. This is the Mob of the Dead Easter egg. He convinced them to participate in his escape plan, but soon enough, the joint effort between them descended into quarrels and infighting. After numerous complications, the three mobsters became hostile towards Arlington. The plan was quickly abandoned. The plane was never constructed, much to the frustration of the mobsters. Still angry at Arlington for failures of the plan, Sal, Billy, and Finn constructed makeshift weapons and lured Arlington to the roof of the prison, where they attacked him and left him to bleed to death on the night of December 31st, 1933. For the murder of Arlington, the three were sentenced to death by electric chair, and their execution came on the morning of January 19th, 1934. This is realistically what happened in these events. This is not what we see happening in the game. Okay? However, after their death sentence, the group were sent back in time to the night of December 31st. Now this is where we get into the game. They were sent back to December 31st, 1933 in an alternate iteration of Alcatraz prison, inhabited entirely by zombies and a guard by the name of Brutus. With no memory of Arlington's murder, they don't remember that they did this, or the failure of the escape plan. They set out to build Arlington's plane and make an attempt at freedom. However, the escape fails after they crash on the Golden Gate Bridge. Eventually, the four mobsters are killed by zombies, reappearing in the prison with no memory of their previous endeavor, and soon attempt to build the plane again. This results in the mobsters being stuck in an endless loop with the notion of escape as an impossibility. So we know this. This is the Mob of the Dead Easter egg that we did yesterday. You have to build a plane. There's a reason why you have to fly the plane to the bridge 3 times before you can do the Easter egg. Then you get the storyline. So if you watch yesterday's stream, that's what we did. With no escape, the mobsters tried something else. They learned that in reality, they're all dead, and their escape plan can never come to be. Remembering everything, the mobsters once again set out to kill Arlington. Now, that's the end of the Easter egg. There's 2 alternate endings here. If the 3 mobsters kill Arlington, the cycle continues. Because for some reason, the reason that they killed him was the reason that they're in the cycle. So if they keep killing him, like how I died yesterday, because I was Arlington, I was Weasel. So I died yesterday, and on screen it said life over the cycle continues, okay? If the Weasel manages to kill the other 3 players at the end of the Easter egg, the cycle is broken, leaving Arlington free to escape the bridge as the only mobster left. So that's a big key point in this. Why do we see Al's hat in Revelations? That the story should continue. Like, this ending should be where we connect it to Arlington is the one alive. He's still alive. That he left the prison. Yeah, you could kill him, but the cycle just continues. The way you break the cycle is he has to be alive. So there's 2 alternate endings that you have to go through. So if he's alive, there's something else to be done there. That's all we have of Mob of the Dead. Now we have to jump back. We have to go back into other parts. How's audio going for you guys? You heard the man. Can I grab some popcorn? Grab some popcorn. Grab some drinks. Grab everything. We're here, all right? So you just heard the whole story of Mob of the Dead. Now, if Weasel survives, then we have the Blood of the Dead. When we go in there with Black Ops 4, we're going to figure out how we got the blood from them. Okay? There were other maps like Call of the Dead where we interacted with other people to get what we needed, you know? So now this is Blood of the Dead. This is something completely different. I feel like these are all connected because of the story. Okay? So the audio's good. Everything's good. Great. Yo, pretty soon, happy birthday, man. All right. So we're going to go back into this. Now we have to jump back. Okay? So we went up until May 10th, 1931. And then we told you all about the 30s. This all happened in the 30s. Now, nothing storyline-wise for our characters happened up until 1945. But I'm gonna tell you the main story right here. And the main story is going to be telling you the story, and then I'm going to list you the dates. Because for me, it's hard to tell you the story and then stop and then go to the date and tell you whatever date this happened, blah, 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 and then go back to telling you the story. So I'm going to tell you the whole story from then on in. And then I'm going to go to the dates. We're only going to go to the point in the story where it gets us to KNACHT. And then we're going to stop. Okay? So I'm going to continue doing this. We'll tell the story going to Verrückt. We'll tell the dates. And then we'll play the map. And then we'll tell the story, tell the dates, and then we'll play the map. And this is how it's going to continue. This first episode of this would be a little bit long because I had to get into it and give you a little background on it. But the other ones would be pretty clean cut and simple. So, without further ado, now we go back into 1939. So we left on this in 1931. There is still stuff that has done. There's still stuff that's been done. So let's go up to 1931. We're going to go back. Maxis forms Group 935. You might hear some of this stuff twice because it's in the story and the dates are crucial and important information. So we're going back to May 10, 1931. Maxis forms Group 935, an international organization dedicated to the study of Element 115. We left off of him going to investigate 115. So, Maxis tells his scientists that they represent the future technological advancement and will be pioneers of human discovery. The group swears to work in secrecy from their respective governments, as Maxis says, we cannot afford to let this power fall into the wrong hands. Now we jump into November 5th, 1934. This is when Samantha Maxis is born. This is very important, okay? She was born. We know nothing about her mother except for her mother dies in childbirth. So when Samantha is born, her mom dies. This puts Maxis on edge. Now, August 11th, 1936, Maxis invites Richthofen to join Group 935. And he agrees, secretly acting on behalf of the Illuminati's interests. Okay, so he's secretly a member of the Illuminati, but he's like, yeah, I'll participate to learn what he can learn off of him. April 10th, 1937. The Imperial Japanese Army discovers element 115 meteor fragments in a swamp within Japanese territory. They build the Rising Sun facility to continue research. Division 9 is created to oversee its operation. So the Rising Sun facility is Shinonuma. We're not going there yet because I'm gonna play through the character's experience, but Shinonuma was built in 1937. We didn't get there yet though. Our characters don't get there until later. So June 14th, 1937, the United States government discovers deposits of element 115 at Groom Lake, which is the moon. Okay? Now, everybody basically knows about 115. We're going to stop here, and we're going to go into the story. So this brings us to July 2nd, 1939. We'll go back to the dates in a minute. But the main story starts in 1939. And we're going to bring you all the way up to where we get into KNACHT. So let me just make sure that I have that marked so I don't pass it and just tell you the whole damn story. All right. How's everybody doing in chat? We good? Do you like story time with sets? If you have popcorn in front of you, do you have a drink in front of you? Do you have a snack? Hunter, we're going through the entire storyline. So if you missed it, this will be posted as a video later as episode 1. We're going to do episode 2. We're going to play through every map. We're going to talk about the story until we get to the map. Then we're going to play the map. And that's it for the episode. And then next episode, we'll talk about how we left KNACHT and got to Verrückt. And then we'll play that map. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. What if Samantha's mother is Sophia? Make your own assumptions. Okay. Okay. Very entertaining. I love the idea sets. Okay. Keeping up. Okay. Keep it up. Love the concept. Good. Story time with sets. You guys can get some popcorn and sit down and listen to it. And then we're going to play. Don't worry. We didn't leave the gameplay out of it. I'm good, Zara. I'm good. Dad, did you read what I put on your Twitter? Not yet. I actually did. Happy birthday, Yo-Yo. I wish you could come link up with me. All right? We'll talk about that. But let's get back into the story. Now we're going into the main story in 1939. Okay, let me pull that back up. Okay. In the year 1939, the world was threatened by a Second World War after Germany's Chancellor and Supreme Dictator Adolf Hitler rose to power. We know this. This is actual history. Simultaneously, Dr. Ludwig Maxis formed Group 935 as an international German-led research team and emerged as its head scientist. Maxis sought to use mysterious new element, which he had named Element 115, to improve the human condition by developing advanced technologies, and enlisted Dr. Edward Richthofen as his senior assistant rather than equal partner, much to his chagrin. I don't know, that means like embarrassment. However, the group's goal immediately detoured due to a lack of funding, and Maxis regretfully turned to making a contract with the Nazi Wunderwaffe program to use 115 as a power source for deadly new weaponry to help his Axis powers win the war. Maxis hoped that after the war, the generous funds and Germany's ultimate victory would put Group 935 in a much better position to help the world. So he didn't want to participate in the war, but he said, look, if I show them what it could do and they win and they're the superpower, maybe we can be in a better position to help everybody in the world. So he had good intentions, but he's a dumbass. All right. Using a large supply of element 115 found in meteors, Maxis began a series of testing, experimenting with 115 being used to power devices capable of teleportation. They're called MTDs, which is the teleporters. at the Durais facility in Lower Caecilia or whatever. Durais is like the giant. It's been remade like 3 times. Durais, the giant, whatever you want to call it. It's the same facility, different times. Okay. So they were working at Durais. Like Durais, the reason that we go there so much is because that's their home. Like that's where they made the teleporters. Sometimes they just wind up back at the starting teleporter pad or whatever. That's why they have the main teleporter A, B, C, D or whatever. I guess that's how they worked it into the concept. Okay, while the majority of his test fails, Richtofen and another 935 scientist, Dr. Schuster, very important name in the Zombies history storyline, conducted a successful test on their own by teleporting, this is my favorite, a walnut using a microgram of element 115. So their first successful teleportation, they put a walnut and they said, boom, hold on, let me just, they put a walnut there and Richtofen said, boom. Okay, let me go back to this. Through Edward, though Edward assumed it was a sign of progress, Maxis criticized the scientists for failing work on their assigned experiments. So he wasn't supposed to do this. He was supposed to do this. He was doing this on his own time, which led to Richtofen thinking that Maxis planned to betray the scientists and claim their work as his own. So he could have been doing this just to steal it. Despite Maxis's displeasure, Richtofen and Schuster continued their research with the MDT device. After a month of tests, Richtofen agreed to be teleported himself. But rather than appearing in the test site's mainframe, he arrived within a catacomb on the moon, where a large triangular device known as the MPD was located. That's that big triangle in the moon. So that's the first time Richtofen ever teleported and he went to the moon. This was an experiment. So this is a scientist that got caught there. After touching the device, Richtofen began hearing a series of voices in his head. So as soon as he got there and touched the device, this is when Richtofen started going a little cuckoo. And he started hearing things like,
"Fetch me their swords!"
Yes, he did. Okay, Richtofen. So, let's see, where were we? Known as the MPD. Okay. He started hearing voices in his head, unknowingly gaining schizophrenia from the pyramid before teleporting away from the strange device. So he teleported there, touched it, and teleported back. I guess it was like a pit stop, like a layover in teleportation. I don't know. Arriving in an exotic shrine in the Himalayan jungles known as Shangri-La. Richtofen remained there for 3 weeks and learned of a mysterious energy force known as the Vril. So Richtofen not only has been to the moon, but he's been to Shangri-La before too. Okay, he's been there before. That's why we know things about these maps when we go there with the team, because Richtofen has been there already. This will give you a lot of understanding to the quotes that you play in the games and whatever. So just know that Richtofen has been to these places before and learned about the MPD and the Vril and how they work. Okay. Richtofen soon returned to the Durais facility, which is giant, with full knowledge of the MPD and the Vril. And with Schuster and other Group 935 scientists, he spent 2 years at Eagle's Nest, which is Der Eisendrache, transferring equipment and building a top-secret moon base. So he's been to Der Eisendrache too. So he's been at Moon, Shangri-La, and Der Eisendrache, and they're all connected. So Griffin Station is where they built the station. So they were building a top secret moon base. So the first time Richtofen was there, they started building the Griffin Station, and they built it there to study the device, which he now knew to be a dimensional gateway to the ether. placing Schuster and his superior, Dr. Groff, that's another name you guys should remember, in charge of the facility. Richthofen continued his charade as Max's senior assistant, whom he planned to eventually kill to assume control. So Richthofen all along was a dirtbag and was just trying to stab him in the back. But he turned out to be a good guy. I like Richthofen. Okay, feels bad, man, for your reputation. Then enter the ether using the MPD to take control of its energy. So he planned to kill, and enter the ether to take control of its energy. As Groff and Schuster toiled with the device, Maxis and Richthofen began a project to create wonder weapons for the Nazi Party. This is where we got all the wonder weapons, Groff and Schuster. And, Richthofen. So Maxis used a blueprint design created by the Japanese Research Group Division 9 to create the ray gun. So the first wonder weapon we ever had was the ray gun. Pew, 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 or the DG2, I'm not sure. Alright. While Richthofen used the element to create the Wonder Waffle DG2. So they were made at the same time. I knew it. Weapon so deadly, even Maxis himself felt uneasy about its mass production. Nonetheless, he promised Richthofen it would be produced, but his growing attraction with his secretary Sophia prevented him from doing so, infuriating Richthofen. So Maxis had an attraction to Sophia, another important name. While other weapons were produced from several Group 935 facilities, such as the quantum entanglement device made by Richthofen and the second generation ray gun created by Dr. Porter, another name, Maxis focused his attention on the matter transference device, hoping to manufacture them to the Wormschat, I don't know what that is, German word, granting German forces easy travel in the war. The initial tests failed, with test subjects either being killed or exposed to element 115, resulting in their deceased cells being reanimated and becoming unresponsive zombies. So because they were making wonder weapons, this is how zombies came into play. They were using 115, and the test subjects that were trying to be teleported got exposed to 115, therefore becoming zombies. Oh my fucking god.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. Please forgive me.
I forgive you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Much love, Fox. Much love. Hi, everyone. All right. Thank you. There's videos on this, man. People already know. Well, that's great. I wanted to relive it right now with you guys and my own forms. So this is something new for me. Just grab the donut and the Monster Energy drink. All right. Thank you for the dono. Let's get back into this. So they created zombies, basically trying to do the teleportation device. However, the first unsuccessful test was conducted after a dog had been sent through the device and failed to return to the mainframe. While Maxis believed the MDT experiments to be a failure, the Reichstag saw creation of zombies as another advantage in the war, forcing Maxis to create a program intended to control them. So now the Nazis are like, you can make zombies? We need zombies. Make us some zombies. And I was like, alright, cool. We're getting there. We're almost done. So during the unsuccessful attempts to control the zombies, Richthofen traveled to Siberian Group 935 Outpost. Call of the Dead. Siberian Group 935 Outpost. Call of the Dead. To experiment with 115 on living test subjects, hoping to procure a serum capable of rendering the human mind responsive to commands from another. Using POWs, Richthofen used Red Army Sergeant Nikolai Belinsky, Imperial Army Captain Takeo Misaki, and Mexican soldier Pablo Marinus. Pablo, it's 1945. Son, you was mentioned in the 1200s. Where'd you come from? I don't know. Okay, that's a big point right there as his test subjects. So this is where Richtofen grabs Nikolai, grabs Takyao, and boom, there are your test subjects now. Through the process of Belinsky and Masaki's memories were erased, and Marinus was killed. Bye-bye, Pablo. You made it all those years, bro. Like, you were like 800 years old. How many birthdays you had? I don't know. Alright, so Pablo Marinus was killed, forcing Richtofen to request a replacement test subject. After an American OSS spy, Peter McCain, dun, 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 Peter, what's up, Peter? I'll see you in GK. Who was inserted into Group 935 to report on all ongoing experiments to his handlers at a Nevada base. Nuke down. Okay, at a Nevada base. All right. After an American spy, was inserted into Group 935, he was compromised at the 935 facility in Witinu Sanctorum, which is Verrucht. So he was compromised. Peter McCain was in Verrucht and was compromised. You know, this is where we have little trails left behind from other people. People have been there before we got there. Okay, so he was in Verrucht, in Pankow, Berlin. And a Marine recon team was sent to evacuate him. The team consisting of Corporal Tank Dempsey, the leader of the team, John Banana Smokey, you remember Smokey, and a fourth Marine whose name is unknown. They found the site infested with undead. Their extraction plan quickly failed, leaving Dempsey the only survivor and Richtofen's newest test subject. So that's how he got a hold of Dempsey. He had Nikolai and Takyao, and Dempsey was the only survivor of Verrucht. So Dempsey's been to Verrucht before the Primus crew gets there, or Ultimus crew gets there. So, Peter, having escaped prior to their arrival, parachuted into Division 9's Rising Sun facility, where he died trying to land. Bye-bye, Peter. Okay. So, meanwhile, an Allied aircraft crashed at an airfield, and the survivors were forced to fight against the undead. So the Allied airfield is not. This is how I just explained to you how Richtofen linked up with Nikolai, Tank Dempsey, and Takyao. And KNACHT was the very first map that we had to survive, okay? So an Allied aircraft crashed at an airfield, and survivors were forced to fight against the undead. So, that's where we got everybody. Peter having escaped, boom, boom, boom. So Peter McCain was involved in the story way before any of this. Y'all ready? Sup, Ninja? Can't wait till Treyarch Zombies are back. Yes, Treyarch Zombies is in full effect right now, and I'm having a really great time reliving this story. So we got the story down, right? Let me go back and give you guys some of these dates, okay? Using element 115, this is 1939. Okay, we're back in 1940. So we're going to go. January 5th, 1940. Richtofen is worshipped by the natives of Shangri-La. An altar is built in his name. Richtofen encounters the focusing stone for the first time. January 23rd, 1940. After a near-month absence, Richtofen returns to Schuster with a plan to build Griffin Station. January 24th, 1940. The very next day, Richtofen renounces his involvement with the Illuminati. When asked how could he abandon his obligation to the order, he says, Teddy was a liar. Teddy was a liar. Remember that. July 13th, 1940, Maxis instructs his assistant Sophia to write a letter to the Reichstag High Command requesting additional funds, though he reports that a mass production will be underway shortly. The Reich lacks not only the funding, but sufficient volumes of element 115. This is why they're transporting it. August 1st, 1940. In response to Maxis' request, Germany creates 2 new facilities for Group 935. They are the Kino facility, Kino der Turten, and a repurposed theater, and the Asylum facility. That's Verrückt. August 18th, 1940. As per Germany's request, the Japanese Imperial Army hands over the Rising Sun facility to Group 935. Division 9 remains involved on site. October 3rd, 1940. Group 935 establishes a research facility in Siberia. That's Call of the Dead. So I'm telling you how all this started. They started researching and bringing it to light. November 6th, Group 935 establishes Der Eisendrache. June 24th, 1941, very important date. Nikolai Belinsky's wife is killed during the German advance into the Soviet Union. In an effort to numb the pain, Nikolai increasingly turns to vodka. My man gets drunk. I feel you, Nikolai. I feel you. Love hurts. Okay. January 11th, 1942. Maxis gives Fluffy to Samantha. The dog is expecting a litter. I wonder what will happen with that doggy. January 20th, 1942. Maxis tests the first file for storage on the data servant. January 26, 1942. On the data servant, Maxis catalogs locations with prominent element 115 deposits. He includes information about its various application and cites that the reanimation of dead cells is a possible side effect. January 30th, 1942, Richthofen completes the Wunderwaffe DG2 prototype. February 1st, 1942, with Griffin Station completed, Richthofen names Dr. Groff lead scientist and returns to Earth to continue the charade with Maxis working alongside Schuster. Groff is left to discover how to power the MPD. February 2nd, 1942, very next day. In its speech to his staff, Groff talks optimistically about Griffin Station's establishment as permanent base of operations. This is because it's on the moon and it's far away from everybody. Oh no, that's the Rising Drac. Yeah, no, moon. I'm bugging. June 13th, 1942. As a result of temporal rifts in Kino, in 1965 Kino, so we're talking about 1942, but we're in 1965 Kino. Monty reaches across time and offers little nudges. One nudge is developing Group 935's Element 115 fused elixirs, which is the perks. They create 4 medicinal beverages known as Juggernog, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, and Double Tap. June 28th, 1942. Group 935 continues development of a weapons upgrade machine. July 18, 1942, Groff and Schuster unwittingly discover how to charge the MPD when Schuster kills a rat near the device. Its death inexplicably begins filling the tank, charging the device. They report their findings to Richthofen. July 20th, 1942, 2 days later, Richthofen begins sending soldiers and scientists to the moon to be sacrificed, their souls used to charge the MPD. November 5th, 1942, Takeo Misaki is dispatched by the Emperor to oversee the work of Group 935 and Division 9 at the Rising Sun facility. So that's the first day Takeo leaves. Remember, I'm giving you the dates in the story. So 1942, Takeo leaves his Emperor and goes to work, just overseeing stuff as an envoy. But he winds up a test subject. Spoiler alert. December 8th, 1942, Richthofen shares Element 115 based elixir recipes with Griffin Station. They develop Mule Kick. So on the moon, they develop Mule Kick. December 9th, 1942, the next day, Nikolai's brother is killed in the Battle of Stalingrad. Remember that, because that's crucial to understanding Nikolai. December 14th, 1942, Richtofen creates the monkey bomb. Best thing ever. Cheers, Richtofen. December 16th, 1942. In a personal log, Maxis expresses concern over Element 115's impact on Richtofen's behavior. No longer trusting him, he wonders if it was a mistake to invite him to Group 935. So that's when he starts being concerned. December 20th, 1942, accompanied by Sophia, Maxis is transferred into the Kino facility to focus on creating Germany's undead army. Samantha is left in Richtofen's care. So, Richtofen's watching over Samantha, and he's making zombies. January 18th, 1943. January 8th. Maxis worries he and Sophia have grown too close. He considers sending her away. So this is why you hear those things on the Kino stage. January 16th, 1943, Nikolai is captured by German forces during the Battle of Stalingrad. He becomes a subject in Group 935's experiments. So his wife was killed and his brother was killed. He's drinking hella vodka, and now he's captured. He lost the war. January 27th, 1943, Maxis reports success with Subject 26, whose violent outbursts have become greatly reduced. Maxis believes this method of treatment will be 100% effective in most cases. February 2nd, 1943, the Battle of Stalingrad ends. February 10th, 1943, Maxis reports the treatment has been perfected. He believes if Subject 26 can retain the impressions longer than 26 hours, then the delivery of the zombie army can be accelerated. February 12, 1943, after attacking a handler, Subject 26 is killed and deemed another setback. May 18, 1943, we're getting to the good parts. Harvey Yenna begins his work with Group 935. Harvey is an important person. June 4th, 1943. Primus arrives from Dimension 6-3 in an effort to prevent the events that are about to unfold. They formulate a plan to stop this dimension's Richtofen. June 11th, 1943. Richtofen is contacted from the house by Maxis, who warned that the test subjects must never be allowed to be awakened. The havoc that could be wreaked upon the future by such simple-minded individuals would be catastrophic. June 15th, 1943. Takia reports to the Emperor that work being done at the Rising facility is unacceptable. July 19th, 1943. Primus's Richtofen is teleported to the house in Agartha, reuniting him with Maxis. July 24th, 1943. The orders of the Emperor. On the orders of the Emperor, Takiao is taken prisoner by Group 935 and Division 9. He is used as a test subject for experiments. July 14th, 1944. After setbacks with Subjects 26, Maxis reports new success with the Undead Army. However, he maintains his belief that the undead cannot be controlled or maintained. September 22nd. Pablo Marinas. I thought you was dead, bro. 1200s to 19-something. Now Pablo's back in the building. September 22nd, 1944. Pablo Marinas, a Mexican spy, is captured by Group 935 at Der Eisendrache. May 9th, 1945. In his cell, Pablo writes of visions of a great war. This is Black Ops 4. Okay, for all you guys that don't understand this is Black Ops 4. May 9th, 1945. In his cell, Pablo writes of visions of a great war. He describes a great battle against a strange demon-like creatures who were trying to devour the earth. In his vision, he sees 4 knights protect him from certain death. He makes a note that the knights wore tunics similar to those in Dreisendrach. That may be what we're doing in Black Ops 4, to be honest. Here's where we are. It is now June 4th, 1945. Nach der Untoten. An Allied plane malfunctions over an airfield and crashes. German army trucks transporting the undead and Element 115 between 2 Group 935 facilities are struck in the crash. The Marines surviving the crash hold out against the undead as long as they can. So this is us. This is where we get in the picture. It gets a little complicated when we're going into timelines and stuff. But that's the story up until June 4th, 1945. This is where we get to KNACHT. Okay? This is the start of it all. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story time version of this. I know we've been going for about an hour. Now I'm going to take a chill pill. Okay. So, we talked about everything that started from the beginning, including Mob. Everything from the beginning of day 1 up until KNACHT. Now we're going to get into the gameplay of KNACHT. This is the very first time we had zombies. So, I'm going to go over to my game screen right here. We're going to go watch this cutscene. So, we're in the game. I got people waiting this whole time. I thought it was going to take like 20 minutes to read all that and explain. But nah, bro. Alright. So, we're in KNACHT. We're going to start up. This is the very first time we were introduced to zombies. We got all this story through playing these games, and we had to piece it together. But thankfully, with the release of Revelations and that big timeline, all that was explained. So now we know. And going into Black Ops 4, I'd like to understand everything and what took place. The story is very, very intricate, and there are different dimensions weaving in between each storyline. So, Mob of the Dead, the reason that we're going back to the 1200s, and we're going back to Mob of the Dead, is because these are things that were prequel to everything that happened. At the end of Revelations, we see us going back to the Great War with people cheering for us. Not undead army trying to fight us, because it seems like we won that. So it seems like we're going back to where it all started. I don't know. We were there already, so we're going to have to understand the new timeline. Okay? Alright. Here we go. Let me plug this in. I'm going to actually mute everybody in the party, because we're going to go in and watch this cutscene real quick, and then we're going to go in and play some shampish. I hope you guys, I didn't bore you to death with story time. I've seen a lot of people are still in the building just enjoying learning about it. Maybe it's new to you guys. I know some people have covered most of it, but I thought this would be a new twist to it. Like we'll tell you all the facts. We'll give you everything that we know. We'll play the game. We'll do the Easter eggs. Episode 1. We'll carry on and how we got to KNACHT. This is how we got to KNACHT. Most people don't understand and think that the first time all these people met were at Origins. No, they were all test subjects. Dempsey was the replacement test subject of the one that died, which was Pablo Marinus. So Pablo was a test subject in the first place. We never played as Pablo. He was part of our little group. So, boom. Oh yeah, mob time. Can't wait. No. All right. Yeah, it's Mob of the Dead, but the undead. All right. So we're gonna start this up. This is the very first time we've ever seen zombies. So this is the plane crashing. And this is how we were introduced. And we just see this zombie running at us. And we were like, zombies? Zombies, bruh? And then that was it. It goes just black screen for a little bit. And then the map starts. Boom. And we're at the crash site of where it all took place. If you want to understand, these were the German army that were transporting the 115 and the undead, and there is a plane outside the upstairs that I'll show you guys all this stuff when we start the game, but I wanted to start it solo just to show you guys that little cutscene. Alright, so I'm gonna get the people that are in chat right now. We're gonna see who wants to play. We're gonna go for some high rounds, hang out for a little bit, play the map. We're gonna do all the Easter eggs first, and then if you want to stick around for the high rounds, go right ahead. But we're gonna show you that everything that was an Easter egg in the very first Zombies map. This was the very first Zombies map, and it was released in World at War. So that's why the plane crashed. We were at war. It made sense. Like, this was a side storyline besides the campaign, and this was this was a different type of mode, let's say the least. But I am here. I am officially here. It took forever to get through that first, like, initial story and getting everyone caught up. You guys in the building? Everybody in the building? You guys in the building? Hello?
Everybody.
Hello.
Yes, in the building.
Yeah.
I think your party's locked.
Yeah, I had it on invite only, and my forest was frozen. Damn it! Alright. But story time went well.
Yes.
Yes,
That 30
it did.
minutes went to
Carried
an
on a little
hour.
longer than 15, 20
Those
minutes.
20
didn't it?
minutes were great.
Ooh, that's the crash site, because like you said, the plane crashed, and it's making sense now. Thank you so much, Sets. Yep. Ryan, thank you. Ninja in action. Are you going to E3? I was thinking about it. Should I? I know it's like very short notice now. Commander, what's up, bro? Alright, so basically, I got you guys all caught up from day one in 2 universes. We had the Mob of the Dead universe, which was an alternate universe. And then we had our universe that started AD up until 1945. So we're in 1945. This is when the plane crashed. This is the first time our characters came here. Mr. Demolition was popping. Alright, who's playing? I'm gonna invite Rob and Codeezy. Where'd Codeezy go? Did he disappear?
He's here.
Yeah,
He's
man.
here.
Alright. I just gotta say it's a beautiful calling card, Rob. Just beautiful emblem.
Thank you.
Emblem too.
I'm gonna make one for Black Ops 4.
Okay. I don't see you. Why don't I see you? Oh, that's why.
Cause I'm with you.
Alright. So, who's joining in? We got room for one more, and Miss Loso is on World War II. She's supposed to be freaking on note duty.
She's gonna stay there. She likes you on stream.
Alright, cool. We'll get your ass over to whoever wants to play. Come on, Top.
Alright.
You know how to do gumballs and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So we go
Yeah.
knock on Thoten. Now there's 3 Easter eggs in here I want you guys to pay attention to. Well, really just mainly one.
Okay.
It's the radio Easter egg that Monty talks to everybody. And knowing what we know now, how crazy is it? Just take it all in. Take what he says in. The stuff that he says is very important and pertains to Black Ops 4 as well. So there's a lot of stuff that was given to us way early on that revealed stuff way later, and we're just now making sense of it. All right, you got wall power and crate power. You gonna go bananas on that?
I say just one or the other.
Yeah, fam. It's like pick one. Don't be greedy.
There's only one box. I mean,
All right. I'm gonna start the game.
I'm getting wall.
We're gonna go
power, so I
straight
can
up to
get my
round 2
shit
and
right
do all
off
the
the
Easter
bat.
eggs. All right. We just need somebody to hold the zombie. Round 2. We'll do all the Easter eggs on round 2, and then we'll go for the high rounds. So, boom. Let's get it started in here. I like this. I got like a little freaking soundboard.
Fire sale.
Time for a fire sale. Time for a fire sale.
What the fuck?
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I love this soundboard. Okay, the plane has crashed. We are here. And we must survive against the hordes.
Scheiße.
Scheiße. We're out of the zombies. Oh, we can do it all on round 1, so... Yeah. I forgot we're gonna have 4 players.
I got raindrops.
Perfect. So get them points and open them towards. Pop it, I'll get the double points. So you get that. Alright, watch that nuke and save a zombie.
Okay. Opened all 2 doors.
Yay.
Yeah.
I just need a gun that's gonna shoot. Yeah. Let's go.
I have another one.
Nah,
You need more
nah.
points.
We're good. Alright.
Another one?
No. Just save one zombie, and we're gonna do all these Easter eggs. Alright. Now, this is actually considered an Easter egg. But people do not know. I need this opened.
The staircase. There you go.
Okay, so if you guys see, this is the downed plane. If you run over to these areas, you can see that this is the plane that crashed. And this is the plane that we were on. There's a plane, we crashed it. We knocked into these German soldiers. They had zombies on them.
Nikolai was driving.
Yeah, something happened. So, first Easter egg I want to show them is this radio. So I want to take that zombie away, and I'm going to play Monty's radio. And on the walls it says, you must ascend from darkness. Take note of all the things that says, salvation lies above, you must ascend from darkness. Stuff like that. So there's 2 sides of it. The Monty radio is right here in this corner, if you see it. And everybody shush for 1 sec. You heard all that stuff, right? So that was the quotes from Monty. Now, can we get people by the buttons and we'll do the Samantha Easter egg? There's one button here.
Where's the button?
Rob, come upstairs and I'll put you on a button.
Oh yeah.
Where you at? There's a button right here, Rob.
Behind you. Oh
So
yeah.
I'll tell you when to click it. Cody Z, come downstairs by the steps and I'll show you where this one is. This other button is under here and it's right there. And there's another button. My phone's ringing, but I can't answer.
All good?
Oh, we just need one of these guys. There's a button right here, top, in the corner.
Okay.
So you have to jump and hit it. And there's one more button right here on the ceiling, so you'd have to jump up the steps and hit it. But boom! And there it goes. So that spawns in the Sophia doll, yeah. Or Samantha doll. Now, I'm gonna do the Samantha Easter egg for the max ammo. If you hear Samantha's music, that means she's near you. You have to find the little spinning doll and shoot it. Okay? There's one right here.
I hear that bitch.
I got the first one. I got the second one.
Sounds like it's right above me.
I got the third one.
There's one over here, I got it.
And this last one is... Boom! And that spawns in this Samantha spinning doll, which you can use for the max ammo. Max ammo! And it plays Samantha's song.
Can't we change it?
No. No, that's different, Rob. That's next. So, while this plays, I'm going to work on this next Easter egg, which I'm pretty sure not a lot of people know about, but all the red barrels around outside the map, you can shoot and light on fire. Okay? So, I want you guys to shoot as many barrels as you can and light the fire, but save this one. Just don't shoot this one so we can activate it with this one. So this one out Mule Kick's window, don't shoot. But we can blow all this stuff up and this is gonna lead to another Easter egg song. Anything red needs to blow up. Alright, so Samantha's song is done. All those are blown up. There's a lot of these things. There's like, yeah, there's a lot of these, Cliff is right.
I blew them all up in the back.
Alright, so let's see if that worked. And I'm gonna blow up his last one. I think there's one more. Don't slap me, man.
I don't think that's it.
Some of them are a little hard to spot.
I got one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah.
No, I believe that one's done. You guys have to also understand, like, when zombies first came out, little things like this amazed people. There was no Easter eggs except for little tiny things you could do that if you didn't know you could do it, you would never actually do it. Where's that last one? That one's bugging me. When I did this earlier before, it was like one of the hidden ones, because the obvious ones are here, but just spend some time at each window looking for any red barrels. I don't understand why. Dub Ninja number 420, what's poppin'? Good to see you. Yeah, I think it's one more red barrel, but I can't tell where it is. Anybody see it?
No.
I found one. Y'all don't hear music playing, right? The last one is hidden in the smoke fog. It's always the one I miss. Where?
That's where I'm shooting is the fog.
Oh, okay. Slap the crap out of me.
Just wanted to give you a hug.
Maybe end the round and let the zombies break down the walls. I don't want to keep angling to look through these things.
I know, it's hard to see.
Yeah, and plus we can still get set up for the rounds. Ooh, I have a crate power. Someone get a fire cell.
Here. Double point?
Sure. Alright, sail it up.
Double points.
I didn't grab that.
I did.
Oh.
What?
Ooh, look at that for the thunder gun. I crate power the thunder gun. Look at that.
I got the Cuda pack-a-punch.
Oh, who gave me mule kick? You suck, Rob. Now thunder gun is
I
my
have it
mule kick
too.
weapon. You suck, Rob. Let's get some thunder gun hype.
I know, I gave it to myself.
Let them break down them barriers and shit. So we did the Samantha one. There's another Easter egg that is pretty cool. Is this little radio?
Really?
What the fuck? I just got my ass beat turning on the radio. Help me! And I lost the thunder gun because of you, Rob. It's all your fault. Yes, I did. You gave me damn mule kick. It was too good to be true.
Was that buried? I hear it.
Yeah, that's the buried music. And then you knife it to turn it off. Change the song.
Oh, cool. I bought the TRM and it's on the wall. But I
Yeah, I bought the Cuda. The next time I buy the KN44.
Bye bye bye.
Yeah.
I have wall power.
Yeah. Just keep letting them break everything as we go up a little higher. Not my face.
Ooh, monkeys, and I use my crate power.
So you got pack-a-punch monkeys?
The upgrade. Yep.
Nice. Alright, keep killing. I don't know where we holding it down at.
Upstairs, right here, where you can buy the grenade.
Where you can buy the grenades? I don't
Yeah,
know. That's a
up
death
there.
trap. Where you gonna go? That's like, what are we on? Giant?
not with power vacuum.
Nah, you're right.
Bullet boost. Yeah.
I don't want to.
Dead wire. Thunderwall.
Double points.
Ooh, dead wire. Oh.
Ah.
Ooh, wall power again.
Remember when we did the first room world record on this? This is a bitch.
You know how many raindrops were used in the making of that?
Yeah.
Double points. Double points.
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
Ooh, blast fire.
Alright, there we go. Another
Sick.
rain raindrops.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Okay.
I think we just got perkaholic. Watch out for my gumball machine, bro. I'm hitting fire sales so I can get that crate power.
That's what I'm working on, crate power.
Throw your money then too.
Huh?
Nope.
I don't think anything scans through these windows in like 4 rounds.
Nah. Bro, it keeps giving me this stuff. And that fire sale's been going off for a long time.
I'm sure not about to grab the
Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh, let me hit the box. Let me hit the box. Let me at it, let me at it, let me at it. I need to replace my thunder gun that I lost.
an Argus.
You have mule kick again.
Yeah, well, I replaced it. Now, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a monkey.
It's a dubstep monkey.
Yep.
It's a dubstep monkey. Nah, Fox, I have weapons. Should I tell you the AK-474? Nah. That fire sale's gonna last at least another 2 more minutes. Who's got crate power?
Me.
Oh, you suck. Just flash me the thunder gun.
I was just waiting for you to get done.
Bruh. 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 Gamer, what's going on, gamer? Good to see you. STG? Where do I know that gun from? STG? Alright.
World War
Yeah,
II.
that's that World War II shit. But I like it.
I like it in Origins.
No zombie.
Oh, keep
They're all barbecued right now from the nukes.
Yeah.
They're
French fried
scared to
and
come
crispy.
in.
Oh, we can find that thing now. I'm just gonna shoot all over.
I think they're scared to spawn, let alone scared to come
I
in.
got my own G's.
Nah.
Nope.
Better buy a wall weapon? No!
Not with the gumballs we have.
But yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get...
Yep.
I need one more raindrops. Back up. Why do I feel like there's one by the plane that we just never got? Do not touch me, I am protected.
Double points.
Sure we don't see a red one.
Huh?
This is the one that got me before. They're out of all the windows.
I got an LMG. I just sprayed everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
thunder gun. Come on over
Nope. Don't do it.
No.
Did you wall power it?
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
good. Alright.
there. Yeah. For sure.
Pick it
I
up.
don't even hit the box until I got the wall power.
Yeah. Alright, I got the Gorgon. I'm gonna spray the shit out of everything. Nope. It's gotta be, guys, in chat. Where do you guys think it is? Which one are we missing that you guys are clearly seeing? There's one more barrel. It's just one.
What the fuck? We killed the zombie shooting for a barrel.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel,
Huh?
bro. It's gonna be like right in front of our faces. I wish they would just break down this one so I could see.
Insta-kill.
Oh, that's nice. Alright, let me not worry about that too much. We'll save the zombie. As the rounds go by, I want to make sure that we're getting set up too. Double divinium. And there you go, I got another crate power. Cozy, cozy. Did you just take the
Bruh, it was set. It was right here.
Hey, we got it.
Where?
Where was it?
It was right here, Cody.
Where were you?
I need to see.
Yeah, where?
I hit that. I swear,
Right
dude.
here.
Bruh. It was right there.
Come on, we hit.
Alright.
I
It's all good.
sprayed.
We got the Easter
This we
eggs,
didn't
so.
spray.
And that's basically all the Easter eggs in here. It's just music Easter eggs, radios, buttons, Samantha's.
This is the best song.
I don't know if it's gonna get copyright, but that is basically everything up until the point of KNACHT. All the Easter eggs included in KNACHT. It is now round 9. I'm feeling fine. I'm about to pour some wine and kill some swine. Me and my boy Code Easy. I think it's that time. We put Rob in the corner and top order declines. Pin the right. I'm trying to bar it out. Alright, cool. Let's just kill shit. Let's just kill shit. And let's come up with a strategy on how we're gonna survive as long as we can right now. Like the scory
We don't get range off till at least round 20.
We got dubstep monkeys and a guitar solo. What is better than that? Sounds like Carlos Santana. The one thing I like about this is the box doesn't move.
Yeah, you need to wear that motherfucker out.
Yeah, we need Leroy in every map to lock down the boxes for us.
I'm just gonna leave my score how it is.
You're Rick Toppin.
Get off.
Damn.
You
cursed.
are. You're part of the Illuminati too.
I'm 777 and Codeezy's 666. Look.
Oh!
Not anymore, motherfuckers.
I'm not killing that.
What you mean? Look at your
No,
points.
it's okay.
Ah! You don't have to kill.
Damn.
We have Monty on our side. This is one of the best Easter egg songs, I think, ever for the guitar solos. And nobody ever really knew about those up until recently. Like once I would say Chronicles came out, people started learning about the maps again and like, oh, that's an Easter egg? Thomas! What's going on, Thomas? Sets, can you do a Mob of the Dead Easter egg tutorial? Maybe. Maybe. We shall see, my young grasshopper. We shall see. It's still not giving me what I wanted. I'm tired of waiting. Someone build the shield. Bye, Loso. Thomas, we're taking it back. We're taking it back. Oh, I can't crate power that. That sucks. I tried to crate power the Annihilator. It didn't work.
What up, Ninja?
Mine. Dinosaur, thank you for the subscription. Oh, there's one little Easter egg left. It's making for easy die with splash damage.
Ah, bastard.
If you stand in front of him.
Ah.
Tap him in the corner.
Yeah. That's how you kill yourself, is using that damn pork gun. Okay. I like what I see here now. I got 2 guns that I like. Backup. And a power vacuum.
Oh shit.
I hear dubstep. Dubstep monkeys.
My death machine lasted that whole round.
That's what's up. Team, you really gonna camp here in the catwalk? In the Giants catwalk?
Yeah, I was gonna take Rob's spot, so he couldn't be up here.
What perk am I missing? I still need one more perk. Oh, we only get 8. Where's my electric cherries?
Oh.
Ring drop. Drop top. We're gonna find out if we get another perk right here, ladies and gentlemen. No, only 8 perks. Ring drop. Drop top. Fucking on your shit. Top. Timothy, no, I'm about to show them that now. That's why I'm popping these. I just saw you the very last Easter egg because people were like, no way, the closet opens, no way, and you gotta buy that for 5,000.
What, for the
sniper's 5,000, and then the closet opens, and that's like a mini Easter egg. But they really charge you 5,000 for the locust.
I'm gonna get a wall power and myth.
That's one reason I was gonna keep a wall power to grab that.
Yeah, see what happens. Maybe it's the super sniper. Maybe. I see why they line up so perfectly for my sniper, yeah? So perfectly.
I think we need some dubstep in our lot.
Dubstep is very nice, yeah? You liking the dubstepper?
Oh yeah.
Dubstepper. Here come the dubstepper. Murder. I'm the lyrical gangster. Ninja in action. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. I have a DONO. Mo make a high, make a low.
I have no box gun.
You have no box guns, Rob?
No, I have all double packed wall guns.
That's insane. You're insane, Rob.
Holy spagoli.
Holy spagoli. You're literally insane.
Blowing my mind.
Crazy, crazy man. Who decides to get a war weapon? That's just...
I want me some
buggers.
dubstep monkeys.
I remember on World at War when it was the car 98 in the closet. Yeah. Different sniper. Different time. Back up. Back up. Should I wall punch the sniper? Is that what Robert's saying? Not for nothing, this sniper's pretty beast up in here up until the higher rounds. Up until when it counts. Yeah, we basically just defend this room. I feel like this is the best area. I have no more money to be hitting the box. Thank you for the money.
If only it was IW, I could just give you some.
Silverette, what's going on? No, I don't want to MP40. I do want your points though. Take your point. Any ticket that machine. No. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. This is Panzer Patrol material, yes? I have all the guns, yes? Now time to procure me a certain lack of gobblegum. The Locust Pact on this map is really good. There's no Draken on this map. Yeah. It's pretty dope. Kodishi, watch your back, yeah? I'm going to help you, yeah? Oh, that was a very friendly, family-friendly fire cell, yeah?
Oh, family friendly.
It was family friendly.
The family friendly.
Are you chewing the family friendly chewing gum?
Very much.
Have you drank the family friendly popsicle soda? The soda pop.
Oh.
I say popsicle because it sounds more family friendly.
Family friendly. Yes.
These zombies, they're dressed in very family friendly attire, yes. This one, he has a nice...
This is a very family friendly house.
Yes. It's a nice, very family friendly hole in the wall, yeah?
And we're not killing zombies, we're hugging puppies and kittens.
Oh, we're hugging the kittens to death. We're hugging the kittens until they go to the little light in the sunshine in the sky. It's very family friendly. Thomas, wouldn't you agree that this weapon I am using, this water pistol, is a very family friendly...
Shooting out marshmallows.
This marshmallow gun is a very family friendly gun, eh? You put marshmallows in it and the marshmallows taste like schnozberries. How's that taste?
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Oh yeah, it's a very family friendly, yeah. You like it, yeah. we're gonna go for a little bit. Yeah. Is anybody up for a little sabotage, eh? A little family-friendly sabotage, eh? Just a little fun to pass the time, eh?
Where are you going?
Gonna sabotage.
We gotta crawl everywhere.
Yeah, I like that. We gotta crawl everywhere. Let's go. Blame Rob if you hate it. All right. I got power vac. Hey, who's not? Hey, Rick Toffee, get your ass down here. Bring your turtle shell. No turtle shell having ass down here.
Well, there's a nuke.
I got power vacuum.
Ka-cha! You don't need power vac, you got dubstep, monkey.
Oh yeah, the dubstep make me wanna teabag, y'all. Oh, I lose. Cordelia loses. Teddy was a liar. Alright guys, we're gonna see who's the first one to die. I saw that, Cody. Flat, no running. You can't crawl run. You'll die. Rob loses. How you think of it first that you grab the death machine?
Right.
Alright, we gotta come up with rules to this shit. Alright, you're only allowed to stand in place when you have a death machine. You can't move. I should watch my ass, huh? The power vacuum should help us, yeah?
We has the turn, baby.
I'm gonna crawl into these little shiny objects over here, y'all.
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
So like on Black Ops 4 customization, we can make this a real game.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing about it. There's so much to do on Black Ops 4. The way they explained it, it's gonna be insane.
We did the Easter egg on our belly the whole time.
You know how hard that would be?
What, a prone only Easter egg? Talk to us
We
about.
could do it on the giant.
Yeah, bro. What can you do prone only? Boss fights you can do prone only.
Accessible.
We get ran up on, it's over.
Yup.
By a thrasher?
We could do revelations on our belly the whole time, round one.
No, but you have to jump out of the map and shoot the bone.
Well, that's true. Shit.
Unless you can shoot the bone from your belly somewhere else. And then you gotta jump on jump pads and shit. How do you expect, Rob? Don't ever suggest
Just
anything.
crawl on
Shut
it.
up. Shut up. Crawl on it. God damn it, Rob. You can't even make up realistic rules to your own damn challenges.
Hold up. Damn, I need to go
Grab
get some ammo. Wall.
You gotta get ammo. The long haul. The long journey. Oh, this is definitely. I needed this, man. I needed this.
I gotta get a gumball. I gotta go crawl over here.
Well, schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
I'll go with you, Rob.
Sets, how high are you? I'm not high at all, man. We're just having some fun. I will go back and timestamp when we started to just play. I do suggest people watch the episode and the story part of it up until that's over. It's about an hour.
I have to stand up
take
to
some
buy
time,
a gumball.
pull out some popcorn,
You
watch
get a
it.
gumball then.
The next times that we do this, it won't be as long of a story time because I had to go in depth with a lot of stuff that happened before we even jumped in a map. But from here on in, you know how our characters met up. You know how Takiao got you know,
The zombies
turned
are
into a
pushing
subject.
me.
Everybody got turned into a test subject. We're talking it's experiments and everything like that. And now you know that we got to KNACHT. Okay, so the next episode of this will go into how we went from KNACHT to Verrucht. And that'll be the story time. Then we'll play some Verrucht. And then we'll keep it going like that. I hope you guys really do enjoy these series as we continue them.
The one where we can pick up people.
As for now, I think I'm going to go and I'm going to end this off because I don't want this to be too long. We're going to hit the 2-hour mark. We had an hour of story time, an hour of gameplay. We're just going to go for like high rounds. It's not, we're just messing around and having some fun, as you can see. So I don't want to make this a 6-hour video and deter people from clicking on it to learn about the story. I want them to understand, you know, the first hour was story time, the second hour was gameplay, and maybe we'll do it like that for each episode. But, you know. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'll see you guys in a second. Bob, thanks for the laughs. Code Easy, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Top, appreciate you. I'll be back in a minute, and then we're gonna continue to have some fun and chit chat about, you know, some zombies. Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna end it off here. Only, like I said, we'll be back with another episode. Verrucht gonna happen today? No. What my plan is, we're gonna do the beginning. This was the beginning. This is the very first map. I'll come up with another snazzy title to introduce Verrucht. Alright, but we're gonna do, each episode is gonna be based on one map. Okay? And whether we do this 1, 2, 3 times a week, I don't know. I'd like to continue doing this until the story is fully caught up in Black Ops 3 and in Revelations. Maybe if that takes a little, a shorter amount of time than I expect, maybe we'll do it twice. Or maybe we'll just start doing more Easter eggs. All I know is we're going to continue on with this. We'll start doing some challenges. But as for right now, we're out. Fox, thank you everybody for tuning in. King, I know. We're going to play. We're still going to play. Thank you everybody for tuning into the stream. I am happy to see that everybody's interest in the storyline is peaked now that Black Ops is coming back with this whole new curveball of Blood of the Dead. We will go through some of the PS3 games. I have that all sorted out too. So if anybody has PS3 and Black Ops 1, 2, 3, anything, hit me up. I need your gamer tags. We need to play these in these episodes. Other than that, let me know what you learned today. I mean, comment down below if you watched until the end. Comment down below something that you didn't know up until today. What you're most interested about learning. What map do you want to know the backstory to? Just, you know, engage with me. I'll engage back. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna play, have some fun with my friends, and maybe tonight we'll be back with another stream. Until then, I have been your favorite ninja. Rick Toffin has been your favorite mad scientist.
Bye-bye.
Yes, Rick Toffin. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Until then, peace out.